setting the bar. These are examples of what not to do.
Things that we hope don't happen to you.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can manage to make it through the day without jumping on a Zoom meeting when you're the CEO and then firing all those employees before Christmas, you're doing okay.
Who did that?
I don't know if you saw the story of the CEO of Better.com firing 900 employees by Zoom.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
wow.
I thought getting fired by text was bad, but he starts...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he starts the call out by saying, if you're on this call, you are a part of the unlucky group.
No, he just launches into it?
Yeah, from CNBC.
Last week, he fired more than 900 people on one Zoom call. CEO of the mortgage startup Better.com laid off about 9% of his staff.
If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group.
I mean, the way he stretched that, it was like Ryan Seacrest announcing the winner on American Idol.
Oh, but that's not a winner, though.
No, he was like...
Oh, God.
You are part of the unlucky group. Your employment here is terminated effective immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that is the most savage.
Yeah, and so he kind of goes on and explains that,
They've got other really good employees, so you're not necessary anymore?
Yeah, and this CEO is a piece of work.
But then on Friday, Fortune reported the CEO accused some of the recently fired staff of stealing. In a blog post, he wrote, at least 250 of the people terminated were working an average of 2 hours a day, while clocking in 8 hours plus a day. They were stealing from you and stealing from our customers.
Okay, so he says that, and then also they just went public, and he got about $750 million from that. And then last year he says this about his employees.
This isn't the first time this CEO has publicly complained about staff. In November of last year, Forbes obtained an email in which he told employees,
wait for this,
you are a bunch of dumb dolphins.
Wow. Wait a second. From what I hear, dolphins are pretty smart.
And dumb dolphins get caught in nets and eaten by sharks.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Holy cow. This guy
Yeah.
does not sound like he is good to work for.
Yeah, so setting the bar, if you can manage to make it through the day when you're the CEO without firing a bunch of your employees on a Zoom call before Christmas, you're doing okay.
Oh, I feel like there's a lot of people not going to be working with Better.com anymore.
Right. But that being said,
Wow.
got any stories? Like, what's the worst way you've been fired? Let me kick it off, okay? Because this wasn't me, but it was right before I got to this radio station that I used to work for, not DJX.
Okay.
But so before they flipped to the top 40 format, like DJX, a couple years before I got there, this radio station in Indiana had taken all of their employees out to a nice steak dinner right around the holidays. It was,
no.
Last week we did the same thing. We went out, we had a great steak dinner. It was all the programming staff. It was a fun time, right?
It was amazing.
So picture that, but then the very next day, the GM says, yeah, we're flipping the radio station, so you're all let go.
Oh, my gosh. And listen, those decisions don't happen instantaneously.
No. That was a Last Supper that none of them knew was happening.
That's insane. Well, I did not arrive on this program many moons ago in the best way either. Did you ever hear the story of how I ended up on this show?
I think you've told me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you walk through it, though.
My previous partner,
yeah,
he had been working with, a friend of his was kind of like working with him, had been on the show for about 6 months. She was a comedian, and they were kind of making her read news, and the higher-ups didn't really like the way that was going. Mm-hmm. So they informed my previous partner after his show on a Friday, hey, we're firing your friend. We found you a new partner. You meet her this afternoon. You start on Monday together.
That is so awkward.
That is not the
Man,
way.
and then to
this
have a
is
morning
supposed
show.
to
Yeah,
happen.
no, that's
so
rough. That's
fortunately, he,
That worked
didn't
out.
take it out of me. He gave me a chance to prove
Yeah.
myself, and everything went well. We worked together for 9 years, and it was great. But that was not an ideal way to start that partnership.
So, yeah, let us know. We can keep you anonymous if we need to. But, yeah, 502-571-9970. What's the worst way that you or maybe someone you've known has been fired? All right? That is setting the bar on 99. DJX. So last week, the CEO of Better.com got on a Zoom call with about 900 employees and said,
You are part of the unlucky group. Your employment here is terminated.
yeah, and just straight
Wow.
up fired them all on Zoom. So, what's the worst way you've been fired? A couple quick stories here. I got a message when I worked in an office. They told us that we had to visit corporate for a presentation about sexual harassment in the office. We were broken up into groups to go on different days, Monday through Thursday. The groups got a video on harassment. The group that went on Friday got fired en masse. The whole thing was a setup.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Tiana sent in a message. I used to work at a candy factory. They gave me a pie on my birthday and fired me the next day.
Oh,
When they handed me the paper, they said, "Happy birthday."
ouch.
Oh my gosh.
Krista.
Well, so it was everybody at the company got fired.
Uh-huh.
But we usually had a picnic in the summer where they do giveaways and it'd be somewhere cool. Well, we didn't have it that summer. They waited till October and then announced it and was like, hey, we're going to do just a little delayed. We're going to do the picnic. So we did this, they catered food. They had open bar, gave away TVs and trips, and it was amazing. It was on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We came into work on Monday and they said, okay, in 2 days, we're officially shutting the doors. You all can go file for unemployment on Wednesday.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and I'm talking a whole warehouse full of people. We had over 1,000 people that worked in this place.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That is so
Oh,
savage.
wow.
So are you
Oh my gosh.
are you ready for this one?
It gets worse.
I'm just going to say, take your daughter to work day.
Oh my God, no. No.
You ready for this one?
Did someone's daughter watch them get fired?
Got a message. My dad told me once about a coworker getting fired on take your daughter to work day. It was before lunch, so they both had to be escorted out of the office carrying their brown paper lunch bags.
No, sir. No. Oh, wow.
How brutal is that?
Do not understand how people can do that.
Take
I
your
don't
daughter
understand
to
it.
work day.
I mean, my gosh. Where are these people's hearts?
I mean, maybe you need to say, hey, here, take your daughter home, come back. There's a meeting for us or something. Something. I don't know. If it's got to be done that day, then you got to get the daughter out of there. You can't watch.
No. You don't do it on bring your daughter to work day. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that at all. You don't let that happen. Same thing with Amber. Amber said the office let me work my whole 12-hour shift, and we were supposed to have a review at the end of my day. And my boss brought me into a room with HR and said, "You're fired."
Oh, geez. Yeah,
After working 12 hours.
I was going to say there are several examples of retail employees working Black Friday and then getting let go right after Black Friday.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, everybody's got a story. So, I mean,
That's insane.
we can keep this going if you've got a story of 502-571-9970 of the worst way you've been fired.
You know what this is? This is therapeutic. We're
Yes,
working
we
it
can
out.
Commiserate as a community.
Working through the feelings.